From my standpoint, I love gelato and ice cream so much that it's oftentimes a basis for planning a new dessert. The limitations of the flavors and what you can do is only limited by your imagination. You know, once you get immersed into it, it's just like constantly new things to try out. So that's the coolest part about it, yeah. So this is the dish, rhubarb sorbet swirled with goat cheese ice, green tea crumble, some tarragon, and then fennel licorice. I guess it's just the closer friends that know how crazy I am for ice cream, but it's definitely something that I don't want to hide, that's for sure. So we just press start. So my name is Daniel Burns. I'm the chef owner of restaurant Luksus here in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. So Luksus is a tasting menu restaurant. We're in the back of a beer bar called Torst. We're small, we have 16 seats, and we change the menu about every 4 or 5 weeks. My biggest inspiration is from the seasonality of the products. Very clean, bright flavors. We've definitely done a lot of savory flavored ice cream. We've done pea ice cream, pine ice cream. So the next recipe I'm very excited about, calling it river ice. As chefs, we do the guest chef dinners, but collaborations of different kinds are also something I'm very interested in doing. So I'm working with an artist called Davide Bellula, who is a French artist. So we met through a friend, chef friend who knew my passion for ice cream.
For the project Painting for the Roof of Your Mouth, I wanted to extend the experience of my paintings to the inside of the body. I chose Chef Daniel because I was looking for someone who could make ice cream based off of my paintings. Well, I've always loved ice cream. It's the perfect vehicle to deliver different kinds of flavors. I make most of my paintings outside, so I wanted to convey a memory of a grassy bed or a fishy smell or a wild river.
The challenge in the concept was how can we best represent both flavor-wise and visually. I wanted to get as visually close to the painting with the ice cream color. For this, we want a sort of sea flavor from different ways, or river flavor from different ways. So we have green tea powder, dulse powder, and then this one is bonito flakes. I'm gonna blend it. It's all about the mouthfeel. So how does it melt in your mouth? How do the flavors sort of shine? So I want the guest to have this sort of unique experience each time. So the milk and the stabilizer, I mix it back in with the base that I passed.
What I was most surprised about was the precision of the different flavors, Each flavor was very complex, and just a small adjustment would change the color or the texture. That to me was most exciting.
The burnt wood one had very black color, and it had squid ink and some chili spice and some tobacco, so it was the most intense flavor-wise. The berried one had mushrooms and moss, lichen. I would never think to do any of these flavors unless I was inspired by the works of art.
People loved it. They also hated it. Mostly because the flavors were so unusual, but then they always would go back to their cup. And you could see them processing the flavor.
We knew that people would have strong reactions to it, you know, good, bad, or indifferent, but we were totally confident with the flavor matching and the color matching and the entire project. Well, I think ice cream is unique because so many people make it, but I think so often it's just not as good as it could be. A lot of times people, they make up a base recipe, you know, and then they just add flavor to it. So I treat each ice cream or sorbet as a unique thing. And I don't mind taking the time to do that because, you know, it's a nice challenge, and it's a challenge that for some reason I have in my brain somewhere. What I would say is like there's like the magic in the numbers. So in terms of ice cream dreams for myself, I'd love to have a gelato shop somewhere either in Brooklyn or in New York. Hopefully in the next few years. And as I say, focus on the seasonality of things, and yeah, I think it'd just be a fantastic challenge and one that I'm really excited to do.